Milwaukee's combo number 3494-22. That's their two-piece combo on this M12 SubCompact Brushless combo kit. So you get the drill driver as well as the impact driver in this kit. Now, the idea here is basically the smallest impact driver and drill that Milwaukee has made, and it's a brushless motor. Now, don't confuse it, even though it's a brushless motor, with the M12 fuel platform. This is not the fuel. So the fuel always lets you know that designation that you're getting the latest in their technology as far as their battery management system, their intelligent technology that talks to the battery and the brushless motor and the charger and the battery and all those different things. I forget the Red Link technology. However, they do say the Red Link technology is built into this tool. But again, it doesn't have the fuel designation. So not quite as powerful of a motor. It does come with two of their CP 2.0 batteries. So you get two of the M12 2.0s. So yeah, 2 amp hour batteries. And just to confirm, that's going to be, should be 24 watt hours. Yes, so 24 watt hour lithium ion battery. And you get that awesome carrying case and the M12 charger. So obviously, they're stating the smallest being the subcompact. But what kind of power are we going to get out of this? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. We're also here to talk about the size too, because that does mean something. First, let's talk about the units we're getting. So in the combo kit, we're getting the drill driver, which is the model number 3401-20. And this is their drill driver. It's not a hammer drill driver, and it's not a half-inch chuck. You do get a metal chuck, so all metal chuck, but it's just a 3/8 as far as the diameter of the opening for the chuck. Get an LED light here, right here below the chuck, and then we get 2 speeds as well as the fuel gauge right there on top of the unit, as well as a clutch with looks like 13 or 14 different settings. Lock it out in drill mode or use the 12 position clutch, or maybe 13. Yeah, 13 position clutch as well. 14 with the drill mode. And then for the drill, or for the impact driver, 1/4 inch hex impact driver, pretty typical. And the model number on this is a 3450-20. Again, brushless motors in both of these. And if you'll see how small the diameter of the bodies of these things are. The handle of the M12 stuff is pretty typical across their drill drivers, impact drivers, the stubby, things like that. Is that kind of same pronounced little pregnant shape that has to be there for that M12 battery to fit up in there. But it's just a grip that you're used to if you have any of the M12 fastening or drilling type of units. You get that same look and feel with the rubber over molding and everything else. Still get a variable speed trigger in both of these. And as I mentioned, 2 speeds on the drill. Now, when it comes to the impact driver, we don't have multiple speeds on this one. It is a one speed fits all, if you will. Now, talking about power, on the power side of the drill, I believe they're claiming 350 inch-pounds. On the power side of the impact driver, I believe they're saying 1,100 or 1,150 inch-pounds. So that's nearly 100 foot-pounds. 1,200 inch-pounds would equal 100 foot-pounds. So just take inch-pounds, divide by 12, that gives you foot-pounds. So the amount of torque is right at 100 foot-pounds, again, but with no speeds other than the trigger pull on this, which is, I believe, 3,000 RPM on maximum. So you can take that as slow as you want to with a trigger and all the way up to the maximum of 3,000 RPM and 4,100 impacts per minute. And on the drill, we get a maximum of 1,550 RPM. Obviously, that's going to be on speed 2, so we go as slow as we want. And then again, that variable speed trigger. Now, I believe in speed 1, it's like 450 RPM on that. Now, let's look at size on these. If you're looking front to back, or tip to tail, if you will. So the front of the impact driver to the back is 4.3 inches. And for the drill, it's 5.36, or right at 5.4 inches. And then as far as height goes, Not that that really matters, but about 7.5 inches on the impact driver and about 8 inches on the drill driver. Now, when we start looking at the diameter of these, of the body of these, being able to kind of fit in those tight spots, less than 2 inches, so 1.96 inches probably on both of these. Yeah, a little over 2 inches there. So depending on where you're measuring this, probably about the same here. So it looks like the impact driver is just a hair smaller, but right at 2 inches as far as diameter across the main body or the main motor of the drill driver and the impact driver. Now, where does this relate to, say, an M12 fuel platform? Well, number one, let's talk about the pricing of these guys. This whole kit right here, you're looking at $150 right now. Now, I think regular pricing on this is $199 or $200. But right now, I've seen it for $150 for quite a while. Who knows? Will that go off? Maybe. But $150 for a complete combo kit. Again, you're not getting a hammer drill driver. You're not getting a 1/2-inch chuck. But if you're needing to do small projects, this is a great kit for being under $200. And again, you're still getting that efficiency of a brushless motor. No, you're not going to get a ton of runtime out of a 2.0 battery. But if you're drilling 1/8-inch holes, it's probably going to last you all day. You know, if you're driving 1-inch screws, again, it's probably going to last you all day long. And if not, you've got your charger to, quickly charge those things. So again, if you're on that light user spectrum, either as a pro or even a DIYer where we're talking $150, there's not many combo kits you can buy at just, in between that, $100 and $200 range. Now, let's take a look at how it compares to, say, this. Now, this is the full-blown M12 fuel and kind of the baddest of the bad when it comes to the 12-volt side of things, especially for Milwaukee, and that is the hammer drill driver and the impact driver in the M12 fuel dress out. So this is giving you max power, right? So if you're looking at 350 inch-pounds right here, you're looking at 400 inch-pounds there. So not a huge chasm in between those two. As far as RPM goes, 1,550 RPM. Same thing as this one. 2 speeds, 2 speeds. Hammer drill mode, not hammer drill mode. And we get a 1/2-inch chuck on the M12 fuel version. So if you're needing to step up to those larger bits with that 1/2-inch shank, then by all means, it's going to be on the M12 fuel platform for you. Otherwise, you may be fine stepping down to this one. Again, you can get a longer runtime if you're buying a kit. By the way, you can get this kit, I believe this kit here with the M12 fuel, impact driver, and the hammer drill driver with a 4.0 battery, which is going to be the XC style battery, and a 2.0 battery. And I believe that kit's $229. So say $230. So $150 to $230. You may say, well, that's only $80. Well, that's really more than 50% of the actual cost of the smaller kit. So that is a substantial jump in price. But again, if you're needing it, and then let's talk about the power of the impact driver. We're looking at 1,100 inch-pounds of torque on the subcompact unit, and on the full-blown M12 fuel, we're looking at 1,500 inch-pounds of torque. So that is quite a bit of a jump. 300 something inch-pounds more for this one, and then RPM is going to be 3,600, so 600 RPM more. And you get multiple modes on this as well. So you can see you've got 3 different speed modes and an auto mode for driving screws as well. Now we get the 3 LEDs here on the front of the M12 fuel tool, and on the subcompact you get the light here below it. So those are things that may sway you to the larger, more powerful kit. At the same time, if you're somebody that's wanting that maximum efficiency, you can see here, when you compare these two, it is a bit smaller. Now, as far as tip to tail, that's not a huge gain. You know what I mean? You're probably knocking off a 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch. When it comes to the body of these, we're looking at 2 inches on the subcompact and just over 2 inches here. So again, you're not really slimming down that much. Now, obviously, with the 2.0 battery on there, which let's just kind of compare this. Again, height kind of equals out right there. So really, I think the real standout feature here is probably on the value or the cost side. If you're needing the power, then by all means, spend the money. if you're not needing the power, then as far as size goes, you're definitely going to be cheaper on the money and a little bit smaller when you go to the subcompact unit. But at the same time, you're not gaining a whole lot of efficiency space when it comes to stepping down, if you will, to the subcompact unit. So I really do think this is a price game on this one. Usually I think there's a lot of value built into the differences in tools. When it comes to this combo kit here, that's really hard to say. Warranty on this, 5-year and 2-year. So 5-year on the power tool, 2-year on the batteries. Same thing with the fuel platform as well. So if you're trying to make a decision on these 2 units, it's, do you need that extra power and how much money do you want to spend? And that's what I would look at. If you're already in the M12 platform where you already have lots of batteries, things like that, again, I don't know. With the subcompact kit, you're getting 2 of the 2.0 batteries, and with the M12 fuel kit, you're getting an XC 4.0 battery and a 2.0 battery. So that may make more sense just to upgrade in the power or in the capacity of the batteries itself. I still think this is a great platform that they're offering now, that again, you're getting in at that $150 range. I think that's brilliant to be under that $200, but who knows, we may see that creep back up to that $200 range as well. And these may creep up to $300 again. But here recently, I believe I've seen not only do you get this for $229, the M12 fuels, but you also get a free tool option as well. When you go to checkout, you can actually choose a free tool. Now, I know you're going to ask, so we'll just go ahead and take the 2 impact drivers and let's make sure that we've got equal batteries in here. Both these are down, so let's swap these out. So full battery on this M12 2.0, M12 CP 2.0, and full battery there as well. Use the same Milwaukee bit. One-handed input on both of these. Oh, no. Okay. So here on the Chuck, it does require you to pull that out. On the Milwaukee, you do not. So you don't have to pull that ring out to insert it on the M12 fuel. On the subcompact, you can't just push it in. You actually have to pull that lock ring out. So if that matters, then there you go. There's another feature. Okay. So we're going to have the M12 fuel on the left-hand side, the subcompact on the right-hand side, and I will do my best, have it in mode 3 here, and this one, don't have a mode, just pull the trigger and go. I'm going to do my best to make this as even as possible. 1, 2, 3. You reset this. Now, 1. All right. Take 4. So I will say there's definitely a feel in power difference there in the subcompact versus the M12 fuel. And we'll run that once again just to see this. So yeah. A little bit of speed and power difference between the fuel and the subcompact, but still able to do the job. And I don't think you're buying this to drive 3-inch deck screws. If you are, I would not recommend it. I would recommend getting an M18 impact driver. Okay, now we've got the 3/8. All right, let's try out the drill. We've got it locked out in the clutch locked out in drill mode. We're going to try it in speed 2. We've got a 1-inch auger bit here, self-feeding auger bit. We'll see if it'll get through there and how fast it will, and then we'll go down to speed 1 if it won't do it. All right, here we go. Okay, we'll shift to 1. Okay, not exactly liking that. So if you're needing to drill 1-inch holes with self-feeding auger bits, you'd probably be absolutely fine with a paddle bit. But with one of these self-feeding augers, it's going to twist you up pretty good without having that auxiliary handle. We're going to go in speed 2 on the M12 fuel. Well, I just found out why we're having an issue. Looks like we got finish nails in there. So, yeah, several of them. So let's just try on our 3/4 inch boards right here. Speed 2. Now that we've dulled our bit with our finish nails, and lock that out. Speed 2. Still not liking that. So again, kind of power shining through on the M12 fuel if you're needing to hog out holes like a 1-inch drill. Could you get through it? You need to make a, drill a hole through a 2x4 once in a while, then absolutely great. If that's a regular thing, probably really neither one of these is the go-to for that, because an M18, an 18 volt would have no trouble with a self-feed 1-inch auger bit drilling that through. But just kind of giving you an idea of the power and the difference between those two.